Welcome to Behind the Scenes, the series that informs you on what's happening in the local motion picture, television, and digital media industry. The cameras are rolling in and around our city recently on the made-for-television production of Dear Santa. The 90-minute drama features the directing talents of Canada's own Jason Priestley. The movie joins an impressive list of titles produced through Calgary-based Nomadic Pictures, including the upcoming Hell on Wheels. The fleet of production trailers, affectionately known as the Circus, is among other things the home base for hair, wardrobe, and makeup departments. It's here that we find Patrick Creary getting trimmed before appearing on set. As a performer on stage, film, and television, Patrick has managed to fulfill a dream and realize success. Helping Patrick out along the way is the Alliance of Canadian Cinema, Television, and Radio Artists, or ACTRA, which is the national organization of professional performers working in the English language recorded media in Canada. So while Patrick prepares for his scene, it's comforting to know that ACTRA is protecting his interests, including the accommodations while on location.
I was born and brought up in Calgary. I lived in Vancouver for 8 years. I was doing a lot of theater out there and wanted to come home because there's a great theater community here in Calgary. As an actor, you work where you can, right? And I mean, there are benefits to working in film and working in theater. They feed off each other and they inform each other. So I really enjoy the intimacy of the province. Like, they're really tight communities, so people get to know each other, and you have opportunity because you form personal relationships with people to be able to work on projects.
After she leaves, you take some more stuff and go inside.
In terms of film and television, this is the largest part that I've had in a production this size. I've had some lead roles in some smaller independent projects, and that's sort of how you build to get up here, right? Because you have to do the one-liners and all that really well and build on that, but if you don't have the overall arc of doing bigger parts, and how do you do those? You have to do the independent projects to get that experience. I take classes as much as I can, I work on small projects as much as I can. It's funny, like if you get a show, for example, and you've got to be in shape, well, if you're not in shape, you're who?
Okay, here we go.
All right. Especially in film, because film is so immediate, and so like they want to walk in and they want to see you give them the character. In theater, you have an opportunity to rehearse and develop a character. In film, they want to come in and they want you to be able to shoot the next day.
The 13-day shooting schedule for Dear Santa featured multiple locations, including the Opera Room at Theatros in downtown Calgary. As the production team transformed the space to accommodate lighting, staging, audio, and camera gear, ACTRA members arrived on set to complete the background action.
The Calgary market is very competitive, as a matter of fact. There are very talented ladies, many of whom kind of are drawn to more of the theater side of things. I enjoy film because you get to go in, do your audition, nail your audition, get the role, play the part, enjoy your day with that director, and move on.
It's no strange coincidence that sitting across from Teresa, we find her husband Darcy doing what he likes best.
The real estate career helps me not be a starving artist. Unfortunately, and I would love to just be able to help tell stories. And whether I was on the producer line, or whether I was pulling cables, or helping run gear, or in front of the camera. So today's a nice break. We'll be on set, and my wife's in the union, so now the union knows us, and the casting people and the background people, they know that we can come as a couple. We can be a little more cuddly on set. We can be more intimate in a scene. They know that we show up. We're gonna be on time. We're going to have lots of wardrobe options brought.
Let's lock it up for rehearsal.
And it's a date day. Today's a date day for us.
The crew typically are the ones who will put us in the position of being that couple. I enjoy it because we see it as a day out of the office, and it, as Darcy said, is a date day for us because we actually get out and about. We get to actually, spend some time together, have some, social interaction with others. But when it comes down to it, they'll stick us in a dark corner of a bar or something like that, and they know that we don't have any kind of issue with that. They can use us in the way that they can use us. The crew is very amusing, though. They'll be doing the catcalls and have some fun with it. But because of that relationship, everybody can be comfortable, and I think it does bring a bit more of a warm nature to the background if that's what we're on that day.
So if we bring something as a couple that can benefit the storyline, then they know that we're going to show up and give them what they're looking for. Really suit up and show up.
We need unions like ACTRA. We need people to step up to the plate for us because as creative as we can be, there are people in high places and big money that can usurp our talent and our skill and really just make their own money.
We got in contact with the union, and I had been vouchered a number of times. That's another way that non-union members will be paid a higher pay scale, but it's not just about that, it's also about the conditions that you might have as even a background performer on a day shooting. And it can mean the difference between whether you're in a heated tent or not. It can mean a difference between whether or not you have a chair and whether you have water or you actually have access to the chai lattes and the Tim Hortons or the Starbucks coffees, and whether or not you're getting fed a hot snack or whether you're getting no snack, whether you're getting a hot meal and 4 kinds of salad and 3 kinds of desserts and 2 or 3 different entrees, or a bag lunch. Union membership has meant that to us. And further, then as you get more days, it's also meant us getting health benefits.
Well, I think ACTRA for sure protects you in terms of your benefits, in terms of you getting paid for what you're worth, and also protecting you with certain conditions that you work in so that you're safe. I mean, that's really what ACTRA's about and for, is to protect the performer. And they look out for you, right? I mean, a lot of actors are not business people. They're actors. That's what they've trained to do, and that's what they're good at. So it's nice to have an organization that understands the business side of things and can protect you so that you're allowed to do what it is that you do, which is interpret a script and tell a great story so that everybody's entertained.
ACTRA is proud to be one of the leading voices for Canadian culture and the development of the Canadian audiovisual industries. For more information, visit their website. By the way, Dear Santa will be premiering on the Lifetime Network and Global later this fall. Well, that's it for this episode of Behind the Scenes. Thanks for watching.
Behind the Scenes is a collaboration between Calgary Economic Development, industry, government, and community stakeholders.